If I wanted to be wealthy and have better control over my future, I need multiple income streams. And in this video, I will share with you how I built 5 income streams while being a freelancer. I've been experimenting back and forth, and I wasted a ton of time and energy building these streams of extra money. I wish that somebody had told me this stuff before. You all have different professions, and there might be different optimal roads to extra income. But we all have one thing in common. We are practitioners who want to monetize our skills and experience in addition to earning a living from our craft. In other words, how to make the maximum amount of extra money with minimum effort. Work smart, not hard, in purest. To help you find out your levels for extra income, I will share with you what I did, what worked for me and what didn't. I will place all the income streams in the order I tried them and finish with the one that makes me the most money. For those who don't know my story, I'm Anton. On this channel, I'm sharing my journey from the day I started freelancing to building a world-class video production studio. So let's go straight to the first stream of income. While working on the post-production of clients' videos, I gathered some experience. Is it worth anything? I decided to find out by setting up the paid consultations. It's an excellent place to start because it's the easiest to execute. You go to one of the marketplaces, create the account or apply as an expert and set up the consultation. I did it on Upwork. Of course, you need to describe your unique value proposition colorfully. Print your best case studies and sell your approach. Justifying your expertise is vital to make clients pay for your time. My selling point was that I know YouTube both as a video editor and content creator who knows how to go from the idea to the video uploaded to the channel. I'm not getting many consultations these days, like 1 to a month on average. But as an example, the latest client who bought a $50 consultation brought this month $2,000 worth of work to my agency. But let's get back to the other streams of extra income. I've been doing consulting for a while. I was delivering the same ideas over and over again. So naturally, I decided to structure the same information into an easily digestible form and create a course. I know what you think. A course. Who am I to educate others? I'm not a top professional or anything. But listen, if you regularly get freelance work, you're already ahead of many. I guarantee that you will get your student if you create a course on how to land your first job as a website designer or remote accountant. I decided to make a course based on the topic in which I have the deepest expertise, how to run a freelance and agency business on Upwork. So I applied as a teacher to Skillshare. In my application, I shared all my accomplishments as a freelancer and agency owner, added links to my Upwork account and YouTube channel. I prepared the script for the course, recorded it, and did basic editing. Then I created a good trailer and a catchy thumbnail. That's it. After I was approved as a teacher, I got access to the Teachers Hub. The process of uploading the video courses is absolutely the same as publishing YouTube videos. My first course is 1.5 hours long. I can't name it a massive success. It educated 95 students so far. Now I'm working on an updated version that I plan to release on both Udemy and Skillshare. Onward, let's move to the next stream. By doing the client's work, I'm building authority as a professional. By doing consulting work and releasing courses, I establish myself as an educator and influencer in the niche. But how can I monetize it? Obviously by launching a paid community. Listen, we are all playing the same game. We are all facing the same challenges. Every freelancer struggles with sales, with clients with unrealistic expectations and bizarre deadlines. Every agency owner struggles with hiring the best talent, building smooth processes, and maintaining the agency's DNA. Do they want to get the answers to their questions from peers who are 2 steps ahead? Certainly do. Can you build a community with a great culture? Hell yes. Today it's really simple. If you go to school.com, you can check out how many great communities there are. It's super easy to start one. And you can invite your students and your followers to become the first members. Is it worth paying $30 to $50 monthly to be a part of your community? Make it so great that it's worth every dollar. Based on these principles, I plan to launch my community this year. But for now, let's go to the source you don't want to miss. If you educate newcomers in your niche, you significantly influence them, but they will probably need the tools and software to start performing the work. So it's natural to start using your referral links and earn affiliate income. This doesn't mean you should start shilling every service that promises a percentage for acquiring a new user. I have a rule. Actually, I borrowed it from Tim Ferriss, that I can only recommend services that I use. As usual, registration in most affiliate programs doesn't differ from regular registration as a user, but sometimes you need to apply as an ambassador and prove that you are worthy. So I put a link to Adobe affiliate programs, which I use daily. Then I put a link to vidIQ, Submagic, and Skillshare. It's a win-win. You are getting paid for promoting the service you use anyway. Alright, now we move to the good stuff, the income stream that makes me the most money. At some point in my freelance journey, I started getting more clients than I could handle. Instead of saying no, I started earning money by delegating work. All seasoned professionals know that there are just two states of things in the freelance business: when you have a lot of orders or none of them. There is never something in the middle. So if you can ensure the flow of orders, you will always find someone to outsource if you reach your capacity. But how do you practically do that? You apply for a job on Upwork, get the task through LinkedIn or Fiverr, and outsource it to another freelancer. Simple, right? But I strongly recommend warning clients that you have an assistant or collaborator, but are in control and bear full responsibility for the project. I started doing this when my rate was $30 per hour, and I outsourced it to guys who charged 20. It brought me some extra money, but more importantly, it prepared me for the launch of my agency. And now it's a solid business. I shared my actionable plan that you can use to start using your lever, skills, and professional expertise. I bet it's worth way more on the market than you think. And do me a favor, send this video to your friend who needs a push to build extra income streams. And click the goddamn subscribe button. I'm sharing the valuable knowledge I earned with my blood and sweat. Ain't I deserve your follow? If you stayed with me that long, you should watch the episode where I share the blueprint for building an agency from day one to 10 grand a month.